61 years. That's how long black folks had a legal shield protecting our right to vote and our political power. But yesterday, the Supreme Court took it all away. And if you don't understand what that means, let me break it down to you. That means that we're about to lose everything we fought for. April 29th, 2026, the Supreme Court just signed away 61 years of black political protection. And I need you to really understand what that means, because most of us are not going to even understand it until it's too late. Listen, I was born in 1967. The same year the Voting Rights Act was signed into law. My whole life, every single year, that law was a shield between us and the people who wanted to erase our political power. Now it's just gone. See, I've been doing this work for over 25 years. I've run political campaigns, I advise leaders. I've actually watched how power actually moves in this city and in cities across this country. And I'm telling you straight up, this just didn't happen by accident. This was a strategy, and it was calculated. And if you don't understand the game and we don't start playing, we're going to keep losing. Right now, there's a case in Louisiana versus Callis where the Supreme Court voted in a 6-3 decision where they said that black people could not create districts where it will allow them to vote for people who they choose. They said protecting black political power is unconstitutional. Now check that out now. Hear what they're saying. They're now saying protecting us is now illegal. Gotta let that one sink in. This is what most people don't get. They're not coming for your ballot. Your vote will still count technically, but what they're taking from us is the map. Every 10 years after the census, the state redraws the congressional district. That drawing decides who gets elected. That's where the real power is. If we're 40% of a state, we should have real influence of 40% of our district. We should be able to elect the people who actually represent us. But they got two moves they use to lock us out. The first one is called packing. That's where they take every black voter they can find, and then they cram us all into one district. That district gets one black representative. Every district around it turns majority white. But instead of black voters having the power of 4 or 5 races, we only got real power in one. Our strength gets concentrated and contained. The second move is called cracking. That's where they take our neighborhoods and our communities and they slice them up into all these small little districts and spread it across 5 or 6 different districts. That way we always stay the minority. Our votes get passed, but does it really count? We never get enough numbers in one place to allow us to actually vote for somebody who actually represents who we are. For 60 years, Section 2 of the Voting Rights Act was our legal protection against this. If they drew a map that was diluting black power, we can challenge it in court. When we proved it, we can force them to redraw it. That's what happened in Louisiana. A federal court said that the map was weakening black voters and ordered them to create a second district where they could win. Now the Supreme Court just challenged that rule. Now you got to prove that they didn't do it on purpose.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
You got to show that you sat down and they said, we're going to hurt black people. That's nearly impossible, and you know that's not going to happen. So here's what we need to do. We need to be smart with our vote, and we need to vote every time we can. Every election, every federal, state, local, every school board, judges, prosecutors, those local elections shape everyday life, and they're way more important than what's going on in Washington and the president. Your school board decides how your school teaches. Your prosecutor decides who gets locked up in your neighborhood, and the judges decide what justice looks like in our communities. Listen, man, they can redraw all the maps they want, but they cannot redraw the power if we show up and we vote smart. We have to build our own economy. That's not an option anymore. Look, Asians has the lowest voting turnout than any other group in this country, but they're economically protected because they practice collective economics. They support each other's businesses, they bank together, they invest together, they build wealth together. We gotta do the exact same thing. Support black-owned businesses. Open accounts at black-owned banks. Invest in black real estate. Build your black wealth on purpose and unapologetically. Because when they silence our vote, our dollar gotta speak louder than any ballot ever could. We gotta get involved in this redistricting fight. This is happening right now all around the country. So you need to find out who's redrawing your maps, attend those meetings, make some noise, demand to be heard, because that map, it determines your future. They've done this before. We know how to fight that. Hey, this is what Project 2025 looked like in action. They told us exactly what they were going to do by tearing down all the protections that keeps us safe, redrawing power so that it flows away from us, silence our communities, and threaten their control. And we done seen it before. We saw it in Tulsa, we saw it in Rosewood, Black Wall Street. Every time we build something powerful, they find a way to tear it down. But this time, we got a blueprint. We know what's coming. We know what to do. We're gonna vote smart. We're gonna build wealth. We're gonna fight for fair maps. And that's what's gonna help us to protect ourselves. This is the resource room, and this is the work that we're doing. We're going to use this platform to help you understand power, protect our community, and we're going to build a future that we deserve. So, if this message is landing with you, I want you to subscribe to Strategic Moves Media Network, where we're going to be breaking down what's really happening, so you can act on it. Follow us, share this, let's build something powerful together.